today I'm doing a very quick unboxing of the new Teclast T65 Max. It's a huge 13-inch tablet with up to 20 gigs of RAM, 256 gigs of storage, and it's available on Amazon recently for just 220 quid or so. So we'll just see what it's like. I have also picked up a T50 Plus, which is an 11-inch tablet with a 90 Hz refresh rate that I'll be doing a separate video. So be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on that video. I am keen to get into this one because I've done a couple of 12-inch tablets and they are the largest tablets that I have looked at. There we go. And this 13-inch tablet is the largest tablet that I have had a chance to have a look at. So on top you get the tablet, just set that aside for a second, and then underneath you get your charging brick, and then a SIM ejector tool, as you can put a SIM card in this tablet, and a USB-C to USB-C cable as well. So here is the Teclast T65 tablet. Bare old size, dual rear cameras, and then a large 13-inch display on the front. So we'll just power it on, see if she's got any juice. And in the meantime, peel off that plastic, and there is a screen protector on the front as well. And you can find a little nubbin to peel off the back of here. So very satisfying. So it's a nice brushed aluminium design with a separate camera housing there as well, which is really nice. So dual camera and an LED flash. And here is the T65 Max, huge 13-inch display. Okay, so I've just put some of my basic information in. I'm just going to go through the last of the setup process. So as I said, it's a massive 13-inch 16:10 aspect ratio display. Has a resolution of 1920 by 1200. So it's not the sharpest display on the tablet market, of course, but from what I can see at the moment, it seems sharp enough. So you can set a pin. There is no biometrics in terms of a fingerprint scanner on this tablet, but that's not the end of the world. I'll skip all those bits for the time being. So you do get a really nice, large, immersive display on this tablet, and there we go. Apps drawer straight out the box, and very little in terms of bloatware. Just your bog standard apps there. So if we jump into the settings, and then you've just got your usual settings, bits and bobs. You can customize the tablet to however you want. There's a few built-in wallpapers already. I'm not a huge fan of the one that's set on there already, so let's set a different one. And that does look a bit better. Bezels around the outside are pretty thick, but I don't think it's too much for a budget tablet at this sort of price point. And then of course you get a large 10,000 mAh battery inside the T65 Max, which should provide you plenty of viewing time, whether you're watching videos or playing games or anything like that. Let's just jump into YouTube although it's not letting me do it. That's strange, maybe it's updating. Bear with. Okay, so I'm not really sure what happened there. Just wasn't the biggest fan of opening YouTube for some reason. So naturally, we'll check out one of my videos, check out the S20 Ultra, and then we can test out the speakers. In early 2020, it set a new standard for smartphones. First smartphone to adopt the Ultra moniker. Now fast forward to 2024, and the smartphone market has evolved tremendously and seen numerous advancements. Now how does the S20 Ultra hold up 4 years later? In this review, I'll evaluate its performance, features, and value context in 2024 to help you decide if it's worth buying. And for more on the latest budget offerings and old flagship devices, you know what to do. The Galaxy S20 Ultra's design remains striking even by today's standards. Its large 6.9-inch dynamic AMOLED 2X display with 100. So the speakers are okay. I mean, there's not a huge amount of bass to them. There's a bit of a tinny sound, but for just your basic bits and bobs on this tablet, they will be absolutely fine. Now let's just jump into the settings. We'll hold it this way for a second. And then again, you've just got the usual bits that you can tinker with. You've got adaptive brightness, for, if you're outdoors or you're inside, it will automatically adapt the brightness. You can switch dark mode on. For the purpose of this video, I'll keep it on. Default launcher style, classical. Not quite sure. Oh, I think that removes some of the recent apps down the bottom there. I'm fine with that. And then you just got the usual, you can tinker with the display size and the text size. So yeah, there's plenty of other settings that you can do. You can change the color temperature, the warm to remove much of the blue light, which can sort of affect your eyesight when you're looking at it long term. And then just the usual, let's check for some updates while we're here. There's another Google Play System update available, but I won't do that just yet. And then while we're here, you can click About Tablet, Android 14. So we're nice and up to date on Android 14. And like I said, there is a update which we can do at some point. And then if you drop into memory expansion, you can change to up to 20 gigs. So you've got 8 gigs plus 12 gigs of memory. If you want to do that, there you go. So you can add an extra 6, 8, 10 or 12 gigs. And then if I just very quickly jump into, oops, knocked my tripod, the camera. I mean, unsurprisingly, it's not a particularly good camera. That's some weird color temperature there. That's definitely not the right color temperature to what's actually in the room. And then you've just got a simple picture and video mode. And then you can flip round, put it upside down, to the selfie camera, which is an 8 megapixel selfie camera. And unsurprisingly, again, that's not great. You're just going to use it mainly for video calls and stuff like that. It's not going to be anything spectacular. And there isn't much in the way of extra settings, as you may well have noticed. The only other options you've got is flipping the camera around, turning on the flash, and then going to your gallery. There isn't actually any other options. So it is a very basic camera setup, unsurprisingly. And then if I just jump and do a quick gaming test, just to see what it's like, my usual go-to is just Need for Speed, No Limits, and we'll see how that one does. Okay, so we'll just have a little go on Need for Speed, No Limits, and we'll just see how it fares during this first bit. Yes, I know how to play, thank you. So the T65 Max comes with the MediaTek Helio G99, which is a processor that's getting on a bit. It's been out for over 2 years now, and it is a popular chip in budget tablets from the likes of Teclast, Doogee. I've got a couple with that same chip as well. But it seems to be used because obviously A, it's a cheap chip to add into these. It offers nice, reliable, if not the best performance, and it's pretty power efficient as well. And just while it's doing its thing, you've got 4 speakers. You've got 2 speakers there, and you've got 2 speakers there. 3.5mm headphone jack in the corner. So you're pretty well equipped for media consumption on this tablet. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Right, let's go. And I have used other devices with the G99 inside. I think I used a couple of phones before and they were absolutely fine. Plenty for my usage mainly. I'm not a heavy user, so it's absolutely fine. And for just a little bit of light gaming like this, which it seems to handle pretty well, especially with that 8 gigs of RAM and the ability to add an extra 12 gigs, it definitely handles it well enough for me. So that's just a very quick look at the T65 Max. Overall, so far, I think it's a pretty decent tablet. I will be doing a separate unboxing video of the T50 Plus over there, and I will be doing a side-by-side comparison with those two, and possibly the T60, which I have an unboxing video on my channel already. It'll be down there somewhere, so go and check that out, and subscribe if you like videos like this and you want to see more. And I'll see you in the next one.